Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, Mr. H. Pundits. I believe, if my memory serves me right, you are catching the broadcast from London or from the other side of the Atlantic. So, thanks for the compliment on the shirt. So, yeah, you may come for trading tips or technical analysis, and then you're gonna stay for the fashion, right? So. I'm glad. I'm glad that we're starting off on such a light note. So, Michelle, your shirt is a bit busy this morning. Indication of the day ahead. All right. Okay. It's funny that you're saying that, Miss Michelle, because yesterday I was actually thinking, hey, you know what? Before I get big, because so some of the big traders on there who have groups and followers, guru, if you will say, they will be printing shirt with the name of the company or whatever, right? So for us, it's a bit too early to have to start making shirts. For successful trading. But hey, I was thinking actually that, hey, how about I start a pattern and see if people are gonna make it? So meaning the color of the shirt's going to somehow give an indication about my, but I don't have a bias, my sentiment about the market. So meaning if I start wearing red shirts on Tuesdays or Fridays, I put scalping Tuesdays. And now that you have mentioned that, so you see, um, there is no music being played, and uh, there's no music today, but it's just the sound of my voice. So, by Mr. H. Pundit's reply, I got an idea that maybe you can hear me. There is no music. So could just somebody confirm that you? So yeah, every time I play music, believe it or not, actually YouTube gets me into trouble. Uh, because those are some intellectual property claim, right? So I need to. I've done a lot of them, so I have a lot of violation using people's music. So I need to refrain from that. So one of the things I'm thinking actually. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. H. It's that hey, we're gonna have a successful trading needs to have its own music. So I'm thinking of a few things, a few ideas that here and there. So yes, the shirt idea will eventually come. Hey, just to follow the trend of successful people out there, right, who have done things like this. So yeah, successful trading shirts definitely. We pray that they will be something to expect in the future. So. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. If you are stateside, especially on the West Coast, as we know, we have a few of us who are on the West Coast. So we are Thursday, July 16, 2020, for another day of trading in this market. Wow, what do we have in store? So you should be seeing right now the market view with the ETF indexes. So let's take a look and talk a little bit about that. So yesterday we closed the day after we did our little test broadcast to get ready for this afternoon. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about. Hopefully everything will go fine technically. We're going to be in our Discord room and just exchanging because everybody can talk in the Discord room. And yesterday, though, I tried to broadcast it at the same time on YouTube, but at some point, I think we lost the sound. So maybe I will just refrain from that. Just keep it within us, and that will be fine as well. Or maybe actually, yeah, I have another way of recording the screen, but using my software. I mean, just the computer's going to be super busy working this afternoon. But yeah, while we wait for that, in the meantime, we woke up this morning and now SPY is trading below 320. Remember yesterday during the afternoon, it was just before some people were cooking dinner in Brussels and so some other people were getting ready for lunchtime in New York. So SPY was struggling it came down a little bit, but really the momentum didn't carry it further down, right? So, and it just finished doing sideways. I mean, we gave up on that thing, whatever. And here, QQQ is actually, the techs are actually one of the leaders. There's some news that came about some hacking on Twitter. So that stock is down and it's taking not only the social media, because, hey, if it's a prominent profile, meaning that somebody important in this world whose profile was hacked, or actually, I don't know if it's one, I didn't read the story. So some of you may have a better story than, a more complete story than I do. All I see is that starting late yesterday afternoon, I think one of the members, actually, I think, was it Mr. Thomas, aka Juice, who mentioned that in our Discord chat. So, well, that goes to what my point that I've been making, right? If we have positions that are worth something, sometimes you may say, hey, I'm just chancing it, but it better not be something relevant that can really dampen your account. So, yeah, for me, I'm a proponent, especially we know these markets, we hard. So please, just for safety, you don't have to strangle your entire portfolio, but a position that's definitely of importance are worth doing that. And this morning, our tip of the day on here, before we go any further and look at the individual stock, I want to address something, and I'm going to be addressing it with a lot of you. I think I have, starting this tonight, I have back to back in the evening, Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday back to back. So one-on-one coaching session. So I'm excited because pretty much everybody who's doing that, out of the 6, I think 5 of them are brand new traders who have never had one-on-one. So I've been begging or pushing, or maybe 4 out of 6, let's be honest, 4 out of 6 as of now. But yeah, that's something that I'm looking for. The tip of the day here today is going to help somehow give you pointers about managing your number of positions. So for that, let's bring our list. I mean, we can share. Nobody's watching this broadcast. It's just us. So let me switch screen on here and give you, instead of me talking, just give you a practical example how you will go about managing. What I mean by managing your number of position is keep it as small as possible. How small? We have given you that answer already. How small for us, really? We do not believe that a person can manage more than 5 positions at the same time. Yeah. So meaning, okay, could you be in that because the market is moving super fast, or because the opportunities? I really encourage you to try this experience, right? If you have a position that's winning, so, and you are like, well, instead of chasing many positions that could give you 100%, 200% or the like, I know that, hey, you guys, 100% is nothing for you guys, right? Because you're in the fancy world, successful trading. 100% is like, okay, standard, okay? But still, you may want that 100% to have more capital on that position instead of, hey, having 2-3 more positions where each one of them is taking a fraction of your capital, because 100% on a hefty amount, because now you have your swagger. I started trading here for a week. You're like, oh man, this thing is legit. If not, right now, that should not be a problem for you because you're just testing out. If you are just testing out, so definitely you need to have 5 positions simultaneous. It's an extreme, really. Ask yourself, just stop before you take that new position. Ask yourself, and then here's the pointers. So here's what I want us to take a look at. I'm not sure that I've done a great job talking about that even in my one-on-one with some of you, but this is our opportunity, as I said, right? So let's bring this list on here, and I'm trusting that. Let me go to the other screen to make sure that nobody's saying that, hey, okay, you guys are all on top of who was hacked or anything. So when you have this list, this is something that I really encourage you to do, right? You need to have a top-view analysis of the list. Yeah. What is a top-view analysis of the list? Okay, this list, sure, but what are the stocks that are within the same industry? Yeah, I'm going to use an example here, and it's really going to be easy. And again, I think I pointed that a little bit in the video, but hey, nobody watched the Saturday video, right? Yeah, it's a waste of time. So if I have this watch list and I'm seeing on here at least 3 stocks, definitely that are the same industry: Facebook, QQQ, Microsoft. Yeah, I cannot be trading these 3 at the same time. I can tell you that they are super correlated, my friend. Yeah. So meaning you're going to tell me that, yeah, but there could be a news on Facebook and it could be moving faster than Microsoft or QQQ. Fine, that's true, okay? But hey, I'm giving you the principle, how you're going to be managing your watch list, meaning companies in the same sector, in the same industry, they're going to be trading alike. And a great example will be, okay, if we are trading banks, like the week before, yeah, I gave Goldman Sachs, yeah. If you find yourself trading Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Bank of America at the same time, thus creating 3 positions. By the way you define position is not so much that, hey, if I have a put and a call on the same stock, that's 1 position. That's a strangle. That's okay. You manage that. So that's 1. Don't count those as 2. Yeah, I'm talking really that, hey, a number of stocks, individual stock that you have on there, because that's what's going to increase the number of lines in your accounts. And then your eye is going to spend the day. Some of them you're even going to forget about them. They may give you gains because you are busy just juggling things. And because this market is so volatile, right, you will likely miss on them. So the first thing that you will do on here is scan to see, okay, stock in the same industry. Stock being in the same industry, definitely that means that, hey, the plural start at 2. So meaning if I have 2 stock on this list out of 16 of the same industry, that's mean that definitely I need to consider one of them. Which one I pick? Oh, geez, because you're going to ask me, oh, I picked this one and then the other one was moving. My friend, you're just going to be creating your watch list, yeah? And your watch list is going to be telling you which one is moving the fastest. So that's the first one that's moved. You take that one. If another one came later on is moving, you will have time. And trust me, if one is moving based on its individual news, that's fine. We don't trade news. It's the principle on here. So I want you to practice this. And if you so elect that you are watching the Saturday's video, I'm going to point it out. So for instance, Trello will have a tendency to work the same as some of the software companies. So like Trello, Adobe, Coupa, they will trade alike. Roku doesn't trade as Netflix. Sometimes they do, they correlate, but sometimes they can be opposite. So that wouldn't apply because you cannot use that to say, hey, because they're in broadcasting. The Roku is a crazy stock that's on its own. But that's the idea on here. So meaning industry like, I'm reading just something. Michelle said, check the volume of the stock. I'm not sure what did that apply to, or how did that apply to. Oh, maybe if you have several stock in the same industry, which one has the most volume pre-market? I mean, yeah, that's meaning that volume, and then volume will indicate the movement as well, right? So, but in any case, this is your way, you're simple, but now you're going to be telling me that, oh, you need to learn something. Yes, you need to learn about sectors and industry. And when you come into the one-on-one, I will definitely show you how. There's a great tool that does that. We have a video on that on YouTube. It's FinWiz. The free version definitely does the job. I haven't really pushed because for me, I'm trying to give everybody the basics on here. As more time passes by, we are going to be including more advanced, refined level of analysis. Some of you, you come even on your one-on-one, you're asking me for more information, and I'm like, hey, you know enough as of now to definitely build your account toward your objective. So some of you are the beginning of your knowledge acquisition, and that's perfectly fine. It's a process. So when you decide to choose which one to trade, if more than 2 in the watch list, in the same sector. Yeah, oh yeah. delayed comments since Michelle is giving them live on the text. So yes, yeah, a volume will be a way to, let's say at the beginning, but yeah, because some of you now, you're in a scenario where you're going to be making the decision on Friday before the close, yeah, to get into some position. There is no right or wrong. The aim here is because I know that this is an issue for a lot of you. And the first one, I spoke about it yesterday, yeah? You cannot be saying, hey, let me mix my scanner alert with the successful trading alerts with I don't know who else that you are following. Guess what? Well, you're going to end up with a long list of stocks. So it's discipline. You can say, I'm not saying that don't trade the other ones, but I'm saying you that use the discipline. And what's going to happen if you are using the trading journal Excel version that I've been sharing, that we reviewed here, I'm not going to bring it up right now. After a while is what? A month and a half? You're going to have a document that we will work with that, because we can pivot that document and tell you that, hey, over the course of the last 2 months, you have had a tendency to trade SPY n number of times. You have had a tendency to trade Apple because some of you, your brain is just whatever is shining. And the article that I shared with you guys yesterday, yeah, not everything that shines is gold. Oh, I heard something on this. Okay, you're going to that. Why? Ask yourself every time you take a trade, why am I taking this trade? So a couple of days ago, I think for a couple of traders on there in our Discord room, they came and said something about a stock, and then they actually took a trade, and then I asked, oh, could you enlighten your fellow traders why you are in that trade? If you cannot answer that question for yourself first, then most likely you should not be in that position. How can I get access to your trading journal? ABG, well, first of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel and then send us an email if you are not a subscriber or successful trading. These are type of things that we provide to our subscribers. So ABG, I'm not familiar with the name since a lot of people are changing name lately. So, so I'm sorry for for people in the Discord room, when they come to the coaching session, that's something that we suggest to them if they want to be serious about treating the trading as a business. So we provide a there's nothing fancy. We have shared it here, right? You can go, you can go to one of the pre-market shows. I do not recall which one, but I think it was last week. So we show you at least what's the content of that. It's something that anybody can duplicate. But for us, we pre-coded it with a list of stock, and then we are giving already a predetermined list of reasons why you are taking a trade. Some of the reasons that we put was, hey, my hairdresser said that. Yeah? You can trade a strategy called, hey, my hairdresser said that. ABD, you are subscribers, but you do not know our email. Our email is on our website, successfultradings.com. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can type it here because what YouTube does, actually, they have hidden a lot of people messages here before where if they put the email address also. So the email is telex@successfultradings.com. Telex, T-E-L-E-X, @successfultradings.com. That's the name of our channel. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, we were talking about the Excel document tracking your trades. Definitely, that will be a good way for you to measure your progress and your ability. And then patience. We have talked about it because if you are patient taking trades, guess what? You're going to trade. You are going to be taking trades that are going to make you money. Trust me. When you are making money, nobody's going to be complaining that I'm taking too many trades. Yeah, think about it. You will complain that, hey, we ask traders, oh, I'm taking too many trades because there are trades that are going nowhere. Because if a trade is successful, guess what? You are in and out of that trade within a couple of days. You are taking profit on it. It doesn't bother you. When trades are not going anywhere, they are sitting there, then the question is like, oh, my goodness. Okay, now here's me. I have 10 to 20 trades or anything. What do I do? We have all been there. We have all been there. Hence, the patience. Yeah, that's why for me, I told you yesterday in the Discord room, right? Trade like stock like B1, I don't want them part of the list. That's the reason why Walmart, hey, those alerts, they can come, I ignore them. And again, I pay dearly for it. I make us miss a couple of trades lately that could have been much, much bigger than they were. But it's really because statistically, those trades, they're headaches. Why will I be putting B1 number one on my watch list again? Ever? I don't care. There are plenty of other stocks. So if we didn't put B1 number one, the rest, it's Thursday, the rest of the world can know that B1 was our number one stock for this week. But our number two gave 20 baggers. Yeah? The number three paid yesterday good on calls. Twitter paid on calls yesterday. I don't remember the percentage that's I got. And then this morning, that gives us a transition on here. Where is Twitter this morning? If we strangle that, let's see if we're going to make money on puts today. Notice how many stocks on that watch list have given you the possibility to gain on puts and on call. I've been stressing that for a month now. That's one reason why you strangle. That's why reason why you strangle. So let's go ahead here and take a look at the individual stocks. So before, for me to do that, I need to make sure that I switch my screen. So we go inside of our E-Trade and take a look at here. So SPY earlier was down minus 0.7 or whatever you see. This is SPY right now. It's flirting with 320 again. So how long will it take in order for them to go away from that? We know that resistance was 323 on the upside, and then 320 has been support. That information by itself ought to give you a strong advantage if you want to trade SPY. Today is Thursday. There's no expiration on SPY Thursday. So that's one of the day that, hey, setups that's really materialize in any direction, you can be patient with them and just wait for it, because the impact of theta compared to expiration is not immediately impactful. Yeah, if I can use that, it's in the impactful in the same sentence. No kidding. Watch list. This is the broader watch list. Oh yeah, this is really the broader watch list. So because I'm seeing stock on here that I haven't traded in a long while. So from top to bottom. Okay, so here's Twitter, 1 million shares trading at 34. I mean, earlier in pre-market, it was as down as, I think, was it not quite 6%, but it was substantial. So, and as usual, when the market start moving on the extreme, they will always see this stock. And I'm still has not made any money on RCL. Ah, Lord. And we go all the way to the bottom of the list. I mean, GLW and Glue, those are really non-stock. This is an old watch list. It has like everything in it. So don't mind what you see on here. The key thing for us, we browse through this watch list. We want to see the extent of the direction of the market, right? The airlines, they decided that this morning they want to go big red. I mean, the AAL was gaining like 16% yesterday. So this type of stock, I don't like to. It's not. I mean, how do you trade that? So the previous, day trading. Yeah, obviously day trading. But other than that, oh my goodness, what a headache. JD and a lot of stock from China, they were in the reds today in pre-market early. Like here are the four that FXI. It's a Chinese ETF that I showed. I told you that I track on here, but BABA was as down as 3 point something. What a difference a week make, right? BABA was trading at 269 a week ago, folks. Imagine at the time, and it was super stretch, yeah? If you just decided, hey, you strangled that for the following week, my friend, you got 20 points. Yeah. So talk about strategies, right? There are plenty of strategies out there. But yeah, Baba was at 269 last week. Now it's at least not struggling. Maybe who knows how low can it fall? So Baidu, Baba, FXI, IQ. Oh my goodness, IQ! What a charade! I mean, did we pick 22 puts? Was that 25 or 25? 25, 20, was that the strike that we used? Very disappointing. So you see, those type of stock, Not a big fan. So meaning that really, I really not have them alerts. And it's okay. I mean, if they pop from time to time or the trend for time to time, it's okay to miss those because by and large, statistically, they have not proven that they are stock that week in and week out, they're going to provide a great profit. So yeah, let's go ahead here. It is currently 9:11 Eastern Time, 6:11 in Pacific Time in Vancouver and in San Francisco. You are catching the live broadcast of July 16, 2020 of US equity markets. What do we have? So yes, RCL moved 21% yesterday. I'm fully aware. I'm painfully aware. Carol, yes, I'm painfully aware. So that's a wound. Do you? We have a question. Let's take a live question here. When you decide, so Mr. Thomas was saying, wait for the direction and technical analysis. It is trading low or high of the day whip up. But there's a question by Mr. AB. Do you use technical analysis to analyze your option trades? Yes, sir. So technical analysis meaning that, yes, we have a set of criteria, videos that are available on this very YouTube channel on when to get into a trade. So those videos were published, I think it's a series of 3 videos. The first one had to recognize a bullish trend. The second one had to recognize a bearish trend. And then the third one had to manage your position. Actually, is that a way to do that? I think, yeah, I think I can go to those videos, yeah, copy the link and paste that on YouTube. YouTube will not make a fuss. So I'm pasting videos of YouTube on a live YouTube broadcast. How about that? That's a novel idea, isn't it? So let's go here. Get share links. Yeah. So this is from Mr. Abby. I reply to your question. Here is a video on, is that the bullish or bearish one? TDU. So TDU is that one. So let's see if I can get it right here. So yes, these videos, they use a technical indicator called VWAP in order for us to determine to enter a trade. They are relatively basic stuff. I mean, it's not rocket science, but if you apply it consistently, it's actually going to get you into the discipline of taking high percentage trades. So, and then how to manage your swing trades. So yeah, that's a first. So hopefully those links, they will be part of the chat. So hence, even people catching the chat at a later time, they can enjoy that. So if we go to the analytics, we have 22 playback. Okay, excellent. So yes, so hopefully that answers your question, Mr. RBG. In terms of, let's switch screen then, maybe look at some of the charts on here and what potential move we can have. So I'm going to be sharing. At first, you're going to see the back end, the back end of the tool, but this is SPY. The daily charts. Yeah, this is the daily of SPY. I mean, the upper Bollinger on SPY is at 322.29. So that, you see, that's why yesterday, I mean, that's with 323. I mean, not that it could not. Definitely, SPY could have actually blasted above 323, and when they can do whatever, right? But the previous day on Monday, we had a resistance. The highest that it reached was 322.71. And then in pre-market, we told you if you follow pre-market, yeah, look for resistance and support in pre-market. In pre-market, SPY couldn't get past 323, and it had momentum to really do that because it's easier for them, the algorithm to gap. And you have been seeing that left and right? So a week doesn't go by here where you have a major gap. From major gap is what? 3 points, 1% or so on SPY. So they gap up yesterday, but they couldn't get that. So if you took that short, you got from 323 to 319, 4 points on expiration Thursday. We know traders who made money yesterday on SPY, either because of the gap on the call side or on the downside. So, some of the subscribers, if you are catching, please, when you have time, I know you are busy counting all of your money and all of your wins that you're accumulating and successful trading. Do us a favor and post some of your your wins in the winners room. So I'm gonna be needing to pay people now to post their wins. Actually, I can come up with a clever idea how to entice you into that. More to come onto that topic. Any final question on here before we give you back a good 10 to 12 minutes so that you can reset and prepare yourself for the upcoming day. So SPY chart, yeah. So this the question is, how do we trade SPY from this semi gap down? Just same as there's no surprise, guys. Rinse and repeat. So for some of you, rinse and repeat is a phrase that traders like to use, meaning that, hey, you do something, you take advantage of that, you wait for the conditions to be identical, you do it again. You do it again. That's how professionals do it. Again, we go to athletes. Athletes, when you see, let's say, football or basketball, especially in football, right? American football, that is. I don't know if in soccer they have plays. I don't know. The plays in soccer, it's maybe, hey, give the ball to Messi and get out of the way. I don't know. But in professional football, there is an orchestration of each one of the players does that, and then the quarterback is going to give the ball to the free person, or the running back is going to wait for a seam that's its partner going to create for him and run. Oh man, I think I miss football. Did I? Do I miss American football? Nah, not that much. But we will see. So same thing for us. We have these setups, folks. So the setups for us is always the same. What does the 5 minutes or the 15-minute chart tells me in regard to VWAP? And you have to be patient for that move. I mean, yesterday on here, this didn't go very fast. So this is what we were catching live yesterday. But last Thursday, for instance, and I'm going to close with this because as time passes by, last Thursday, for instance, it took SPY. Can I make this bigger? Jeez, I'm really struggling with it. Let's go this other way. On Monday here, you had this trade, right? But you had to be patient and you had to be awake, depending on which side of the wall that you were in, because after a lot of sideways. But I want you, so some of you looking for type of quantitative analysis that you can do on the fly. Just ask yourself, what was support and resistance the previous day for especially the major stock or the ETF? Yeah, how did the algo trade SPY the previous day? Sometimes they like to vary. They go green, red. I showed you that pattern yesterday. But ask yourself, the one that really works, what did they do the previous week on the same day? So what did they do the previous Tuesday? Yeah, that's how, when I recognize that, put scalping Tuesday came about. Fun fact Friday came about. But now is a new month. So maybe they switch it off. So we sold off last Thursday and not so much on Friday. This is what it was on the 9th, right? Is this the 9th? So in order for this setup to materialize, so this was open. So we gap up, open, for the color of the first candle. We talked about how much information that gave us. But you had to wait until the fourth candle to start posting lower lows. Can you wait for 45 minutes before you take a trade? Practice that, especially if you already have a lot of trades on your a lot of positions on there. So tell yourself, hey, let me chill on here until the signal is there. Trust me, you are going to be amazed, because no FOMO, because a lot of people are asking me, how can you stay so calm? Well, I can stay calm because I've seen it many, many times. Yeah, and then it will come in due time with you. After, let's say, 3-4 consecutive months of trading, I can guarantee you the trading will slow down. You will just, a stock is up 4% or down 4%. Either I have that trade, that position or not, I'm going to approach it the same way. Okay, fine. So what? Yeah, yesterday, for instance, I can tell you, I had FedEx, right? FedEx, if you look at the chart of that option, we were trading the 165 calls. the first candle, the first 15 minutes or so, the candle was big. It gave some gains. So for me, I was like, okay, we are Wednesday. If you start selling your position right now, I think it went as high as $1. Kid you not. And then within the next 10 minutes or so, I think more than 50% of that evaporated. So yeah, how do you think that emotionally I wasn't? No, I was actually going to get a glass of water or something because after talking, so yeah. And then eventually later on, FedEx came and it hit the same price, the contract hit the same price, and I took partial profit at the time. I kid you not, because yeah, it was the same $1 because last time they sold off at that. Some of you already know how to analyze the charts of the option. This is something that I haven't been spending time, but I'm going to be putting an emphasis on it as you gain more knowledge, because that's the instrument that we are buying, right? So if you don't know what we're talking about right now, that is fine, but not fine. But by the end of this weekend, after I finish the one-on-one coaching, I'm hoping that a great deal of the traders, they will acquire that skill, that's spending time looking at the chart of the actual option, meaning the strike price, and the expiration, that has a chart. You can get that on your trading platform. If you have it trade, it's easy. You have seen it here, and I will gladly teach you how to do that. So with that said, let's do a final check on here. Mr. H wants to join the Discord room. How do I do that? So, Mr. H, in order for you to join the Discord room, we talked a while back, right, Miguel, at the beginning of the month or so. Just send me an email or so that I can remember. I will gladly give you access to the Discord room. Even if you don't want to be, you are not ready to be a subscriber as of now. So we have two sections in our Discord room. We have just people who follow us on Discord, and we share all our videos on there. We even share some setups, folks. I mean, it's just that I provide a increased level of service to the subscribers through one-on-one coaching and all the like. But Mr. H, you can definitely join our Discord room. Just send me the email. We have communicated in the past. That's how I know that you are in London. I answered a slew of questions that you have on successful trading a while back. Mr. Mitesh, I don't know why I'm assuming that everybody is Mr. But hey, if I consider a Mr. as a Mrs., please forgive me. The question is great advice. I'm finding more and more that patience is one of the most important traits of successful traders. Absolutely. 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 And it's with practice. It's not easy, trust me, because the markets will throw information at us, at traders that, hey, unless you you have had the habits of anything, before you pull that trigger, it's okay. And then we say that, hey, if let's say you are the early stage, if you are pulling the trigger, pull the trigger with small portions, right? Because if you just buy one contract or a few contracts, and they go against you, is not a big deal, really. It's not going, but what we want you to do is learn from that. You say, oh, you see, okay, I try my luck, because we don't like that word luck or anything. This is with high probability that, hey, a setup will materialize itself. Okay, folks, it's 9:25. It's Eastern time in New York, 5 minutes before the opening. Let's wrap it up. But I'm not promising people on YouTube. Those in the Discord room, definitely at 3 p.m. Eastern time, from 3 p.m. Eastern time to whenever you guys want in after hours, we're going to be hanging out in one of our Discord room where everybody can exchange, and we will be following the movement of some of the stock that will be having earnings after hour. And late in after hours, we're going to teach you how to read the after hours so that you can get ready for the next trading days on those stocks. One stock in particular is Netflix. We can't wait to see what the earnings is going to be tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the subscribers of YouTube. Thank you for following us. Thank you to those who are part of our subscription alerts. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Have a great trading day, everybody. Catch you later. Bye-bye.